Welcome back to another installment of Strangest Locations. Today we're going to talk about Himeji Castle in Japan. Before we get started, I just want to throw out there that we did our due diligence to try and find the correct pronunciation of everything, and we apologize ahead of time if we butcher anything. We are doing our best.
Yeah, these are really hard words, I guess.
Some of them, yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't be hard. You can say them, but then remembering how to say them, pronounce them. I'm a dumb American. But anyway, located in Himeji, Japan, the castle is one of the country's most well-preserved and renowned castles. Its history dates back to the 14th century, but the current structure largely reflects a 17th century design. The site of the castle was originally occupied by a fort built in 1333 by a hard-word Akamatsu Nomori, a samurai of the time. In 1581, a prominent warlord, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, began expanding and fortifying the castle, but it was his successor who completed the main construction during the early 1600s. Between the early 1600s and the late 1800s, the castle was maintained and renovated to enhance its defensive capabilities and aesthetic appeal. It became a symbol of power and prestige of the ruling samurai. Despite some threats from natural disasters and modernization, the castle has been preserved remarkably well. It was designated as a National Treasure of Japan in 1931 and later a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1993. It should be pretty cool castle. Actually, what was that show? We watched a show on warlords in Japan, and it Shogun. Yeah, that was really. And if you get a chance to watch that, check out some of the scenery in it. Is beautiful, and some of the buildings. So something similar. We'll put some pictures up, of course.
Yeah.
But, none going back to the
those really pretty
samurai
pictures
times.
too, from when people put up the pictures of the Japanese cherry trees and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
A fun fact: the white plaster walls earned it the nickname the White Heron Castle due to its resemblance to the white heron in flight, which I thought was really interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Let's see here. With so much history... Oh, yeah. Go ahead, honey. I'll let you talk.
With so much history, usually there are ghost stories that come along, and this castle doesn't disappoint. There are some interesting legends here. For starters, it is believed that the castle is protected by the traditional Kawara ceramic tiles.
Right.
In Japanese folklore, these tiles had mystical powers. The Himeji Kawara tiles are decorated by onagawaras, which is a type of ornamental tile shaped like an ogre, which sits at the edge of the ridges on some of the roofs. These menacing-looking creatures are said to repel evil spirits and protect the castle and its occupants from harm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
But these ogres haven't scared away Okiku. Okiku. She is believed to be a maid that worked in the castle. There are a few versions of her story, but the first one I read was about her misplacing dishes, and she was punished pretty severely for it. So
over dishes?
They threw her in a well. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It is said that she haunts the well and is said to roam the corridors wailing about the injustice.
Seems legit.
Yeah, I would too. Does this story remind you a tiny bit of the movie, The Well?
The Ring?
The Ring, not The Well.
Samara.
Right, it's like, what's the well?
It sounds like Samara's story.
Right.
And that poor girl. Yeah. Moving on, the castle is also said to be cursed by a princess named Sen, who transformed herself into a white heron to protect the castle. When her secret was discovered, her spirit became trapped within the castle walls, casting a curse of tragedy and misfortune, which I don't know why it would trap her, but okay. And some visitors claim to still hear her cries echoing through the corridors.
Wow. These are just some of the more popular tales to be told about the magnificent castle. If you notice, the white heron is a recurring subject. The reason for that is the white heron is a Japanese culture, and Japanese culture represents purity, grace, and longevity.
Very cool. Actually, you do see the white heron on a lot of their stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that is, yeah. So today the Himeji Castle is celebrated for its impressive architecture, intricate defensive systems, as well as beauty and rich history. They opened their doors to tourists in 2015. The sites in the area alone are worth the visit. It's stunning. The pictures are absolutely stunning, but from what I understand, the pictures don't even do it justice. So if you're gonna go, that would be really cool to see.
Beautiful haunted site.
Yeah. Gorgeous. So cool.
All right. We'll see you later.
Thanks for coming out. Like and share.